I'd rather have my health, be able to breathe, is have all the money they could give me.
40 years, I've met a lot of people. A lot of them's already passed and gone.
I know it won't get better, and it'll probably eventually take me out of this world.
Black lung disease is a disease of the lungs, and it's caused by inhalation of dust. Coal workers' pneumoconiosis, which is what we have here in Central Appalachia, is caused by either inhalation of coal dust or rock dust, or more often what we're seeing, a mixed dust disease, which is an inhalation of both coal and rock dust together.
To prove entitlement to benefits, a miner has to show not only does he have black lung disease, but he has a totally disabling lung impairment that is being caused at least in part by that black lung disease. Miners that file for benefits may not know for many years whether or not they're actually going to win their case. It's not unusual in these cases to win a claim close in time to the miner's death.
He was a good father and he was a good husband. He thought only of me and our son, and that's why he was in the coal mine, so we could have a good life. And I never forget, we were standing right out here in the yard, and he said, Rita, he said, I've got lung cancer.
The general superintendent, he called me in. He said he needed to talk to me. He said, I noticed where you had applied for a job. Said, I'm sorry. He said, but we can't hire you. And I said, why's that? He said, you have black lung. I said, well, I've been working for the past week, already gone to work. And he just kind of looked puzzled. He said, okay, going back to work. And I did.
My face would turn purple. That would cough much. And then I had a stroke at work, and I went to the doctor, and I was off. I had it on Friday, and I was off. I went back to work Monday. I worked Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday I had another stroke.
People have been saying for decades, black lung is a disease we know how to end. Black lung should be gone by now, and yet we keep finding over and over again that black lung disease is still here, and right now it's actually, in some very scary ways, it's worse than it's ever been. And I feel like people don't really talk about black lung much. I thought, it's probably not that big of a deal here, just because it's not something you hear a lot of concern about.
My name's Mackie Burnham Jr., and I've got right at 19 years underground. I come straight out of school, turned down a full scholarship to go to college because I knowed I'd go straight in and make good money because I wanted to start my own family. The more I talk, the more I get out of breath.
The amount of complicated black lung that we're seeing is significantly higher than it's ever been reported. And unfortunately, the amount of disease that we're seeing in younger individuals, which are having to go on to lung transplant, is significantly higher than we saw before. We've had gentlemen in their mid-30s which are actually waiting on lung transplants already after just 15 to 17 years of mining experience. And on general, if you have a lung transplant with black lung, the survival rate is usually less than other causes of the disease. So unfortunately, even if you do get a lung transplant, your average survival rate's only 4 to 5 years.
We can't do things as a family like we used to, because I can't do it, I can't go. We're all pretty close, you know. So I know they worry about it, but there's nothing they can do.
I'm raising 2 small kids, 10, 11-year-old. They want to, they're my grandbabies, but I'm raising them. And, they want to go out and play ball stuff. I can't do it. I can't do it. Watch from a window or something. That's it. They want to go fishing and stuff. Can't do it. Any kind of activity, it's over with. I mean, and it's sad, and they don't understand. I mean, you can't blame the kid. It's just 63-year-old should be in pretty good health, but I'm not.
Black lung was something that old coal miners years and years from now probably got. There wasn't that much made about it at the time, but I just didn't have the foresight to understand really what might happen eventually. And now I'm 72 years old and I have black lung.
Coal mining is an incredibly strenuous job. It's a dangerous job. It's a job that many miners are forced to take unnecessary risks to just feed their families.
I remember he was just coughing, and I started praying, and I says, Lord, Lord, you could stop this. I can't take it, Lord. I said, you can stop this coughing. Floyd turns around and looks at me in the bed, and he says, Rita, he said, if the Lord, you know what he done for us at Calvary? If he went to Calvary and did that, hung on that cross for us, I can lay here and cough. Holy Spirit. And I prayed for earthly healing. I may not have got that, but I got eternal healing. His soul is with the Lord. And that's what gives you peace and comfort when you lose a loved one, to know that their soul is with the Lord. And if you live your life right, you'll get to see him again.
The most valuable resource that we have in Central Appalachia and Eastern Kentucky, it isn't natural gas and it isn't coal, it's the workforce that produces those natural resources for us.
It's a preventable disease. We've long known it's a preventable disease. All you do is control the amount of dust that miners breathe. And our country has known for decades how to do that.
They should take better care of the miners, because they're dying breed. They are dying. And you don't know it till he's already got you. How much longer are we gonna go?
Are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time breathing.
Hard time? We can cut it right now.
Okay, that'd be all right.
Thank you
All right.
for talking to us.
I'm sorry, but
No, you're perfectly fine.
One day more. If the company holds out 20 years, we'll hold out one day more. We've got to change the way things fight one day more, one day more. If the company holds out 20 years, we'll hold out one day more. One day more, one day more. If the company holds out 20 years, we'll hold out one day more. Let's change the laws, remove the flaws, and start all over new. Demand our rights, take back our land, spread freedom through and through. Vote the scabs out of the White House, vote Union brothers in. Then the feds can't ever take us off in a ball and chains again. We'll fight one day more, one day more. If the company holds out 20 years, we'll hold out one day more. One day more, one day more. If the company holds out 20 years, we'll hold out one day more. One day more, one day more. People, let me tell you what we're fighting for. We're fighting for your future, don't you understand? And you won't need our pity, you'll just need our helping hands to fight one day more, one day more. If the companies hold out 20 years, we can hold out one day more. One day more, one day more. If the companies hold out 20 years, we'll hold out